You're welcome to my YouTube channel. I first of all want to say thank you. You made it through to this particular channel, and it's something you would definitely going to be proud about over a period of time. Of course, we've had quite a number of experience across the platforms. Do well to listen to our podcast across Spotify, Google Podcast, Apple Podcast, called Steady Life. But this is not just going to be the usual audio you get to listen to. This is more like an audio visual edition, an audio visual episode where you would be able to relate and be, of course, touched with the feelings of, I wouldn't say infirmity. I'm not Jesus Christ, but we are made to be like Him. But you'll be touched with the realities of a day-to-day activities such that you can plan yourself, make out time for the things that matter the most for you. I also want you to have someone you can equally just pop into his channel page and be able to find consolations for the concerns of your hearts. We know we live in a world today where quite a number of things are happening day in, day out. Experiences of life can be overwhelming, challenges of day-to-day experience. Depending on your time zone or probably where you're watching this channel from across the world, quite a number of things are happening to people from different parts of the world. I know I might not be able to relate with your experience, but of course, you being a part of this channel helps us to listen to how you're surviving in your economy, how you're thriving in your economy. You know, you don't have to do things the way other persons or other people get to do things. There could be something legitimate that you're doing, and you probably want to open up people in other part of the world to learn of that experience. So why not just be a part of this growing community, a part of this channel, such that you can leave your comments, you can leave your suggestion, that people can just take up hands-on experience and hands-on skill that will help them evolve into being a better version of themselves. Of course, let me say a brief introduction about myself before I get you bored with my so many reasons why you should be a part of this channel. But before I go about that, do well to hit the subscribe button. I would not only want you to journey with us from afar, but when you subscribe and you turn on your post notifications, it helps you to be abreast with everything we discuss on this channel. A brief background about myself: born into a family of four, lost my dad at a very early age. I think I was about 4 thereabouts, but this is over 21 years or thereabouts, or 22 years. I can't tell, but I know it was September the 20th when he passed on. It's a whole lot of experience, but that's not just to make you emotional, but peradventure you've lost someone who was so dear to you. I also can connect to that, but that's not enough to make it get the best out of you. So life still goes on, and the best of you is still yet to come. So don't let that hold you back. Transcend past where we were staying, we moved to a new community. Growing up around the community was not like the best of experience. You know, single mom, trying to raise 3 kids. I have an elder brother and a younger sister. It's quite a whole lot trying to raise us. And as a young champ, you know, there's this tendency we want to move around with other persons in the community who are of our age bracket. So did quite a lot of things, gambled, played games, would return from school, fling our bags some places, go play football, come back late at night pretending that you've just been around your siblings and your mom. But we would be, not just myself alone, but some other kids of their parents would literally be so mad at us to the point that my own mom would spank me up when I'm pretending to be asleep beside her with some good beatings. I would plead and promise and make promises that I won't go back into that act again, that she should forgive me and all of that. As a young child, we will go back into that same thing we once pleaded. But a turning point came in my life where I vowed, not just to I alone, but God helped me sort of vow through, because I realized that this couldn't just be it. I vowed and promised that I won't go back into the gambling center. There's something for those who are, I wouldn't say gamblers, of course, for those who are sport person who play, who have this PlayStation that they get to play PS1, PS2. they call it Konami. So play those things and gamble, come back early that night. So I promised her that I won't even visit the center so as to not even be trapped with the whole beating thing. And ever since then, I didn't go into gambling again. So today, I've seen the ripple effect of God helping keep a promise you are intentional about. So, addictions are real, of course. Maybe someday we'll get to discuss about it and how to genuinely break out of addictions. But in the meantime, growing past that phase, I had my ordinary national diploma in one of the tertiary institutions in Lagos State, and then I moved further into the university to further within that same field of study. Yes, and for your knowledge, I studied or I read quantity surveying as a discipline. So this young man is not only a quantity surveyor by profession, I am also a visual artist by giftings of God and His deposits, and that has literally bring me before the high and mighty, and have met quite a number of persons who have been an advantageous connection. So these and many more you will get to know, hopefully on the next episode. So I just want this to be an introductory episode into you being a part of this great channel, and I am convinced in my heart that as you stick around, you follow through, you apply the principles, we will together grow into being the best version of ourselves. I love you so much, and thank you once again for this amazing experience that you are willing to embark on with my humble self. And I'll see you again, hopefully a weekend about from when you get to see this video. In the meantime, stay sharp. Don't give up on yourself. Love the Lord with all of your heart. Do not lean on your own understanding. Acknowledge Him in all of your ways, and He will show direct your path. I remain Ogunawakuna Olufemi. God bless you.